Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Sergeant's Time, Thursday, 6 March, in the year of our behooving dumpster fire with some caveats, lethality, and of course, broadcasting deep within the basement of the Pentagon from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. Welcome to Sergeant's Time, U.S. Army WTF Moments, and WTF Nation Radio. Oh, man. So, what y'all doing? How's y'all's week going along? Oh, man. Of course, for you guys that don't know, I don't know if we have, do we have a show? Do we have some FTXing going on? Well, in case you guys don't, in case we don't, I just want you guys to know that tomorrow is the 10th birthday. It's our 10-year birthday, 10-year anniversary when we flipped the switch and activated WTF Nation Radio from U.S. Army WTF Moments. So U.S. Army WTF Moments had their own stuff starting with whatever, and then it got too big to where, wow, we could say, hey, we needed to start up a whole new internet station. And now it is 10 years tomorrow. So 15 years for U.S. Army WTF Moments and 10 years for WTF Nation Radio. So I want to just say happy birthday to the team. Happy birthday to all the fans. Appreciate it. I might do some celebrating tomorrow, but I appreciate you guys just hanging in there. And of course, to all the individuals that have laid the foundation and establish the true, I'll say it, the ultimate in veteran radio experience. There you go. How about that? I think it's bold to say that. Can I say that? So anyways, deep within the basement of the Pentagon, somewhere in Area 51, maybe in the Alamo, maybe in Space Force Space somewhere in Vandenberg Air Force Base, California. Wow. Or maybe in, what's that? Cheyenne Mountain, where the Stargate's at. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. I'm going to see if we get some admins out there to NORAD Northcom. Maybe you flip the switch and all that. And, hey, can you send us some live cams or something like that from the Stargate? I don't know when we get in trouble. I don't know. But anyways, so we got a full show tonight. I mean, we're talking, well, we'll be talking some cheeseman. We'll be talking some stories here. We'll be talking about basically pretty much what we said posted on Twitter. You guys can see hey, what's up, Keith? Posting what we saw on Twitter as opposed to the long post that you see on YouTube's and on Facebook pages. So we got a lot to talk about. And some of the things that I wanted to discuss that literally was, I'll say it, kind of shady. I'll say it. Oh, yeah, it was shady. It was almost very, how do I say this? It was very quiet on how this happened. Now, you guys know that we posted a story from Steve Beynon from military.com. You guys remember that story, right? Where we're talking about the food, the DFAC. We even made some memes about it, talking about what was up with the DFAC, yada, yada, yada. And matter of fact, let me refresh your memory. So you guys can see the article itself, military.com, about the 151 million taken from soldiers' paychecks for food, costs spent elsewhere by the Army. Now, of course, this has been covered by all other veteran podcasting and shit posting platforms. Friend Drill Sergeant High, Angry Cops, of course, you guys know him. And of course the fancy bear. I mean, name your 101st Screaming Memes. Name all the meme pages out there. We all covered the same stuff. So real quietly, and I'm talking like quiet. I mean, like nobody knows. Some of us are still kind of, how do I say this? Are still connected to the Army. We do have admins that are still in, that of course we run anonymously, that we're still in, and we get all the news and stuff like that, and we post stuff and get your information. 151 million, and they still have mobile kitchens catching on fire. Hey, it's that sauce, man. I heard it was a jambalaya. I'm just kidding. At any rate, so you guys saw that, right? You guys all remember this article that we posted, and we discussed it, made memes, laughed about it, giggled about it, ha ha ha, and all that. Well, quietly, and I keep saying this, quietly. Nobody knows. Ooh, I almost sound like the former administration. It doesn't. It's going somewhere else. The Army released a MILPER message. Matter of fact, a MILPER message 25-04 denying the report that they had been taking BAS to pay for other things. Alarac, again, 82nd, 2024, basic allowance sustenance, and then decided to throw a message out. Message will expire, blah, 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 blah. The purpose of this message is to provide an update and guidance for the Army's basic allowance for subsistence, as well as ESM, or Essential Station Messing. Oh, yeah, like I have been told that my voice, I get picked, we get fan mail, and believe it or not, it's fan mail from people who have cats. And cat owners sent us pictures of us, like me, especially me talking, and it's a picture of their cat in front of the TV listening to me, or their cat will go to bed, or their babies will go to bed because of the way I talk, the rhythmic. When I'm not blathering, or when I'm not being loud. So yeah, Keith, I'll talk to you. Oh, what's up, man? What you doing? So, recent news. Reports have advanced. This is something that I copy and pasted from the MILPER message itself about the Army BAS program. The message is intended to be transparent and better explain how these entitlements work. So they went through this whole freaking blah, blah, blah. What many soldiers know as a meal card plan called ESM. And ESM is the Defense-wide Army-wide program, blah, blah, blah. For service members living in barracks, blah, 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 blah. And this whole thing is on a MILPER message for you guys to check out. The EMS BAS funds are fully accounted for and used for their intended purpose in accordance to federal statutes and DoD policies. The Army does not retain any excess BAH entitlement funds. Therefore, the Army doesn't reallocate BAS funds for other requirements. However, they also put an Alarac. Knick-knack, Alarac, give a dog a bone. This Sergeant Major came rolling home. Anyways, so they put out an Alarac too. And put us up here. Look at that. Yeah. Again, purpose of this message is to provide an update on clarifying guidance. Recent news reports have advanced misleading information about the Army's BAS program. The message is intended to be both transparent and better explain how these entire. Bro, why don't you just post this shit? Why don't you make a statement about it? Why do you have to go deep and quiet in the recesses of the internet and just quietly post MIPers? Again, our network that we talk to, wait a minute, what the hell's up with this? Did you guys see this? Did you see this? And we all came together and said, what? This is I'll be honest with you. This is some chicken shit shit. Chicken shit. This is some chicken shit comms. How about that? And that's not the way to do it. And this is not the way to do it at all. I mean, if anything else, you could have said something to Steve Beynon and provided that information. But Steve Beynon got this information from the Army. The information came from the Army, to which the report was written on military.com. Steve Beynon literally said, I can remember back. We all talked about it. We all discussed it. One service official with direct knowledge of the situation said during an interview that was arranged by the Army Public Affairs Office, I will go back, quoted to the Steve Beynon article on military.com. Quote, it's just returned to the big pool of Army funds and it's used someplace else. Okay, so then what's the answer here? It wasn't misleading, it was a direct quote. The numbers came from the Army. For example, the $17 million that the base spent, just $2.1 million at Fort Stewart. Sorry, I'm moving my notes around here. This is worse than the Epstein. That's right. At least we got the funding money out faster than the Epstein files. How about that? At least Steve Beynon was able to get the monies and how much monies were used or reallocated, quote unquote. And again, we memed the fuck out of this. We laughed about it, and we even talked about so Fort Stewart, money collected 17 mil. Money spent on soldiers for food, 2.1 million. Collected from soldiers at Fort Drum, 18 million. Money spent on food, 3.9 million. These numbers, Steve got it from the Army. So I don't understand why the Alarac and the Milper message stating that this was advancing some sort of misleading or misinforming the case of said funds when it came from somebody from their HQ. They calling us liars? Exactly, Keith. They provided a breakdown of the funds. If soldiers have to knock out DCS perfectly, big Army accountants should be able to answer this and quash this quick. Yes. Again, due to the fact that our Army comms, I'm waiting. Have we had a press conference from the Army? Like a State of the Army address? Or what the Army is doing or what we're planning on doing? Here's what it shouldn't have to be reported through podcasts and then refuted through Milpers and Alaracs that the information was incorrect or possibly misleading. But what about the gay frogs? Was I sounding like Alex Jones? Attica, yeah, exactly, Keith. Attica. Again, I'm just saying right now that this right here, nah. Also, I forgot to tag Hots and Cots. My bad, bro. I'll tag that at the end of the podcast. But Hots and Cots has been involved too. We get a lot of documents from a lot of information documents / images / reports and stories from Hots and Cots as well. The collaborative app, of course, posted on U.S. Army W.T.F. Moments' Facebook page. You can see the Hots and Cots app. Matter of fact, let's see the latest post. Man, I think we should just do Hots and Cots updates every time I'm on air. Let's do it. Let's talk about the Hots and Cots. I'll just do it. That'll be an opening closeout, which, by the way, you can get swag. Get your hoodies. Get your So there's been some individuals that have said U.S. Army WTF Moments teaming with Hots and Cots has been we've been driving a wedge within the veteran, military, civilians, veteran community from what we post, from what the information is coming out. Let me just tell you right now, Rob over at Hots and Cots, and I'm going to quote him on this, that he built a platform to improve conditions, not to create divisions. Exactly. That was the intention of U.S. Army WTF Moments when it finally evolved, as it's continuously evolving with WTF Nation Radio as well, and of course other advocacy groups that speak on behalf of families and veterans and military personnel that are staying in housing or eating in our DFACs, or barracks, I should say, too, as well. So, yeah, he's that wedge. Yeah, we're driving that wedge. We've even had people try to review bomb Hots and Cots. Matter of fact, let's see what's on the front page of Hots and Cots. Check it out right now. My man Rob doing the Lord's work. There we go. There we go. Let's see. The recent post on Hots and Cots says, what? Oh, I don't know where to start. Janky window held up. This is from 2ID. DPW is getting moved in there too. So, yeah. Look at that. So 23rd C. Bernie pushed out of barracks and into these. And of course, all your comments, all the comments in here, they're talking about this stuff right here. You see all the comments talking about the reason why the barracks are being run the way they're run. Of course, everyone jokes. Everyone jokes with the. Everyone's tagging us. This is the app that is collaborative with us. So if Hots and Cots is posting it, we've always directed individuals from the inbox to Hots and Cots to post their information. I say this collaborative effort's been pretty good. I like it. It's awesome. Rob's been kicking ass and taking aim. So that's the latest one right there we see. Let's see. There you go. Yep. There. See? There you go. U.S. Army Garrison Camp Humphreys, Korea. So to go back to what I was saying, Steve Beynon got this information from the Army. There was an individual, one service official with direct knowledge of the situation that has said it's just returned to a big pool of Army funds and used someplace else. So again, nah, it's not the way to roll, man. Yeah, well, people are pissed off for Ligma. Ligma. Or everyone's trying to find out what Ligma means. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and put it in the comments what Ligma means. We try to keep Sergeant's Time in a professional forum. So that way we can ensure that any Army leaders that likes to watch, that wants to cut and copy paste or edit what I said, or can at least, not have all the cuss words in it if I say any, if I use any profanity. But again, yeah. So that's the deal with the Hots and Cots / military.com and Steve Beynon article. Again, as you guys saw, the Alarak and they did a freaking Alarak. I don't think I've ever seen any. I don't think I've ever seen the Army ever used an Alarak for a press release unless it's like updating some like policy with regulations and stuff like that. I'm not talking about because look, it even goes like, bam, there's the whole freaking, they even came out with a message. Hey, look, the goal of these pilots are future initiatives. Oh yeah. We're looking at this freaking, we're looking at this Alarak right now. So a Milper and an Alarak for comms. Okay, if that's the way you want to roll. Are they putting me on a list? I don't know, dude. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always on a list. Yeah, you would think, huh? I don't know. Hang on, dude. Did that Milper meet the? Wait, what is an Alarak? Alarak. Is that a board question? Are we going to the board or something like that? Yeah, this what an Alarak is? Is that what you're saying? Or you're detracting from the subject matter right now, Corey. Alarak message. Alarak. That's a good question. What does fucking Alarak mean? I didn't fuck, man. All this time? What is Alarak? All Army action message or something like that? Let's take a guess right there. What is Alarak? What is Alarak? This guy's a fucking Sergeant Major, retired. He didn't know what a fucking Alarak is. There we go. All Army activities. That was close. All Army activities. That's an old Cold War term. All Army activity means Alarak. There you go. All Army, because you know the Army likes to do the acronyms that make you want to pronounce out a syllable or something like that. So, Samsonite, you were way up. Oh, okay. No, it's okay, Corey. No, like I said, it's not an A. Like I said, all these years, fuck, what is an Alarak? There we go. An Alarak, what was questioned in the inbox is, or on the chats, is right there on the upper right corner where it says Alarak. There you go. Alarak. Okay. All right, everybody finished with your Soldier of the Month board question there. There you go. So there you go. Hey, you go, Sarnes, for the next Soldier of the Month board. What's an Alarak? Because that's the only way the Army's doing comms right now. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the only way the Army's doing comms right now is Alaraks. Nick Nack, Alarak, give a dog a bone. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So, all Army activities. That's what it means. Alarak. Roadhouse. Exactly. Okay, so I think we've covered all that. I think we've covered the chow situation. But also want to highlight real quick. You know, when I always joke around and I say AER, y'all talking about a AER, and I always go, ooh man, you get me heated with my AER. Let me fan myself with my AER propaganda, and then I go, make sure you donate to AER.org. Well, I use that voice again. Make sure you donate to AER.org. AER has posted a message supporting. There was a fire at Fort Cav. Actually, 2 fires at Fort Cav. We'll cover both of them right now. So the Army Emergency Relief is now covering fires and assisting in support for family members that have been displaced by Killeen fire that happened in, I guess it was an apartment complex, and there were some soldiers displaced. So Army Emergency Relief is assisting U.S. Army Fort Cavazos soldiers and their families affected by the Sunday's fire in Killeen, Texas. Displaced soldiers and families are eligible to up to $1,000 in grants through the Fort Cavazos AER office. So shout out to AER. Once again, man, AER coming in clutch. Wasn't the Alarak is what Loki was trying to steal in those Avenger movies? Yeah. That was the Tesseract. I'm not throwing out some nerddom there, but that was the Tesseract. But yes, so Army Emergency Assistance. God, I'm reading the fucking slide. It's right there in front of me. Why I just don't read it? AER assistance available for Fort Cavazos soldiers, Army families displaced by Killeen fire. So again, we appreciate AER for posting and sharing that and giving us the deets that's been circulating, of course, all through social media. This will be shared later as well. So shout out to AER. Again, make sure you contact the Fort Cavazos AER team at 254-553-3101. 254-553-3101. Or find them on the second floor of building 36,000 on Shoemaker Lane. Matter of fact, let me drop them deets in there while my mouse is going everywhere, showing you guys all my tabs. There we go. Bam. So this is to all the Fort Cavazos soldiers, which will probably, who knows, will be changed names again. Who knows? But Fort Cavazos soldiers, make sure you hit up that link. It's already tagged. AER's been tagged in our post. That's currently streaming right now on the Facebook pages at U.S. Army W.T.F Moments and W.T.F Nation Radio. So, yeah, there you go. Shout out to AER. All right, the next story. There was another fire as well. Now this thing was kind of like, God, man, Fort Cav cannot get a break. This is a story about household goods now. Well, no problem, Corey. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're welcome. Yeah, no problem, man. getting all that love in the comments there. Thanks. Most people don't like me. I don't get no love. Anyways, never happens again. As it is. So, 3rd Armored Corps and Fort Cavazos statement on household goods destroyed by fire. Fort Cav has confirmed a fire that has happened this past weekend in Killeen and damaged and destroyed a number of warehouse household goods shipments belonging to military members and their family. Sucks. Fuck. People about to get ready to leave. People are coming in. The command is going to activate its emergency family action center on Fort Cav and the staff the center with experts who will assist affected personnel. Got a statement from General Admiral. What's that, General Admiral? Man, we haven't had General Admiral posted on our. Man, it's been a minute since we had General Admiral posted on this page. General, we knew him when he was Colonel Kevin Admiral. Now he's now he's Lieutenant General Kevin Admiral. Three Armored Corps and Fort Cavazos. 3rd Armored Corps, 3 Armored Corps, 3rd Armored Corps, and Fort Cavazos Commanding General. Quote, while we are grateful nobody was injured, we recognize this is a tremendous loss and incredibly stressful event for everyone affected. We're committed to supporting our soldiers, families, and Army civilians through this from start to finish. Fuck. That's fucking, oh man. Yeah, I feel for the families, guys. Yeah, exactly that. That's gotta fucking suck. That is my nightmare fuel. That's comms, by the way. When you're posting some shit like this and it's getting posted on and you have a statement coming out and a statement is issued, then there you go. There's your story. There's your story. Right there. You don't need an Alarac or a Milper message, right? So we appreciate Fort Cav and we appreciate General Admiral getting at it and getting that information out there. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Oh, man. The irreplaceable stuff. Yeah. Oh, I know what it's like to, I know what it's like to have property, taken. Like sentimental shit. I know what it's like. Property taken as well. Oh, yeah. But I've had property, growing up at a fire as well. So, yeah, it's just, that sucks. So we appreciate 3 Corps. Appreciate General Admiral. Yeah, no, exactly that. Who'd have thought, right? So, yeah, there we go. That was it. That was it for that. So those are the two Fort Cav stories. AER, and of course, well, keep an eye out, and we are getting all the traffic on the household goods fire, and then we'll be good to go. So, God, man. Yeah, at least the command leaned forward and set up some stuff. I wonder how this affects specific contracts. Maybe we're going to get a PCS like a pro to find out some of the deets on this. I know there's been some drama with some contracting. So 2 fires, man. One in Killeen and one in Fort Cav. That sucks. God. So. Oh, you're tuning in late? No. Yeah. Hey, PCS like a pro is in the chats. Have you heard anything on who's this is anybody, because it says right there in the article that we posted, and also that I clipped some blurbs off of it, that Transcom administers the triple P will be on scene to support the assessment, and individuals will be notified directly if their household goods have been affected. So have you heard anything? PCS like a pro? This is kind of question for me. She's in the chats. Megan's in the chats. I think, or one of our admins. The crates outside the warehouse were empty. Wow. Okay. There you go. That's actually, that's good. So hopefully, man. Yeah. Crates outside. Okay. There you go. That's a good sign. So I'm just kind of curious. Just kind of curious if HomeSafe is going to say something about it. Can we say anything about HomeSafe now? Are they going to get mad at everybody for talking about them? Well, yeah, that's good news. At least some of the crates were outside that were empty. That's a development we didn't get. So appreciate it. PCS like a pro for the deets. Man, what else will we what else was going to be on the mix there? There was something else that we were going to be on the mix. Sure. I'm looking. warehouse has to determine what was in the warehouse and what wasn't. Transcom will identify the personnel and content directly. Stars and Stripes just push the article with info. And if you were impacted, reach out to your TSP and itemize as much as your shipment as possible. Well, there you go. Yeah, Home Safe needs its own show. Yeah, exactly. You ain't lying. We could talk another 2-3 hours about Home Safe. Yeah, no shit. Okay, I was just double checking on that. There was a couple things that I want to talk about before break, but I think we'll talk about one. We'll see what we'll try to get them in before the break. So you guys, okay. Now we normally kind of just post this and we don't talk about it that much, but I think we need to talk about this quick. This is something that that I think we highlighted at one time, twice actually on the podcast, and then now that we have updated information, the last post that we did, we're just going to repost it again, and it's TRICARE. TRICARE online portal is going to be decommissioning. So download all your health records right now. Right now. So if you want to keep your legacy health records for personal use, you must download them from the patient portal before April 1st. So I'm giving you guys at least a few days, a couple of weeks and a half, few weeks and a half, I should say, few weeks notice. Let me, as a matter of fact, let me drop the link in the chats. Nope, you can't see the chats, X. That's just the way it is. Elon has not allowed the dropping of linking of chats in there and stuff like that. So anyways, what will happen to my records? There's a lot of questions in there. You will continue to have access to your complete health records. You could use the steps below to download your legacy records as provided in the link in the chats. But again, what you should do now to keep your copies of your legacy records, just visit TRICARE online, log in and sign in, of course, and then on the TOL place, click the blue health record button to view your personal health data, and then find the data and download your data. You're supposed to keep the hard copies with them to begin with in triplicate. That is a good point, Pip. However, there are some that completely believe in using the electronics and depending on access and stuff like that. Every time I go get seen by the doc, download my file. Every time I go get a surgery, download my file. Every time you get something, added or you've had something done, with the many, because my age, the many colonoscopies that I have, download it. If you have a child 13 to 17, though, you cannot access them. Yes, yeah, that's right. That's right, yep. 12 to 17 is what it is. So you can view the data for children of ages, and this is from the TRICARE website, age 12 to 17. You may view the Rona and flu test results as well as allergies and blah blah blah. But due to state privacy laws, there are limits on what health data you can view online for your children aged 12 through 17. You can request printed results from your child's clinic or provider. I don't like that. I was raised to until you turn 18, you're my responsibility and everything therein with I'm responsible for. So give me your shit. Give me your records. Like I just download a lot of stuff anyways. So exactly that, Pip. Electronics fails, and you should know. Yeah, you should know. You should know by playing video games. Then one copy should stash with the U.S. Constitution. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. A lot of the stuff that I have that I think are excess copies, there's no such thing as excess copies when it comes to your military records and your health records. Somebody's going to come out of the woodwork and say, you didn't do your voucher from this time. You need to go ahead and provide this and provide that. I still have all my TDYs, TCSs, PCS orders. I still have all that. vouchers closed out, open vouchers, DTS vouchers, everything. I'm just that way though. I mean, I'm a hoarder when it comes to documents anyways, specifically that. I have like 3 tubs. Which decade do you want to hit? Do you want to hit the 80s, the 90s, the double-aughts, and then the 2020s? What would you say that? The 2020s? What are the kids saying? What are the kids saying? Hey, you kids in the chat, what are y'all saying? So again, do it now. Just be sober. Yeah. So just do this over the weekend and drink a beer. No, do not drink a beer. Log in, download your shit, and then there you go. That's it. You should be good. Should. I'm stomping my foot. Should be good. It should be okay. About as okay as the Epstein files being released. Always take your DD-214 and put it in records at local. I have my DD-214 in 5 different places, and one of them is actually even a good friend of mine, a trusted friend who has a copy of my full DD-214. So, yep, exactly. Dude, I just moved in. 1 month after I moved in, 6-inch sprinkler pipe burst in my garage and soaked the box with all my inclusive Army Dog maps. Yeah, man, I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had property broken into and had records gone. Sentimental shit too. Stuff that makes you want to just go brutalize somebody for taking your shit. You should know that just by having regular request forms denied, and if they say you didn't do it, you can always show them. Yeah, exactly that. Well, yeah, no, isn't it kind of funny? We kind of harp on the We kind of harp on the war on cover sheets, but then again, are you saying that it's going to be good? Is that what you're saying there, Pip? So, let me see some other stuff. Okay. Oh, we just got another update. Update as of now. Fort Hood confirmed that fire has damaged and destroyed multiple warehouse household goods shipments. I just update as of now. So, like Megan from PCS Like a Pro said, individuals should be notified if their household goods have been impacted. Fuck. This is just hot off the press. Terrible situation for our people who have lost our whole. Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Same message that General Admiral has said. We will assist. We were committed to supporting our soldiers, families, and Army civilians through this from start to finish. Quote unquote. There you go. So yeah, that's an update. Yeah, so man, that sucks. That sucks. The Epstein files have long been destroyed, and they need everyone involved to just take a polygraph. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to get that shit. At this point, I don't believe that shit anymore. UFOs, Kennedy. Matter of fact, I need to see a UFO now. And I'm not talking about that shit that's breaking up the atmosphere right now with the Starship. I'm talking about like an actual UFO. Take me to your leader. Landing in some fucking, and there's some redneck that shows up and go, holy shit, it's real, they're real. And then next thing you know, they all duke it out and shoot it. And the next thing you know, I want to see that. I want to see real aliens. At this point, I don't want to even trust whatever some politician says, whatever. The caveman mentality can only save you more. Yeah, exactly. Until I see aliens landing and everyone's like, whoa. Paper cuts are a bitch. I think we can take a break. I think we got a few more stories to talk about as well. So I didn't want to like overload everything in the first hour when we got other stuff to discuss. I think we'll go ahead and take a break, smoke them if you got them, and hit the head, the latrine, or to the bathroom, whatever you choose to say. But hey, to all the cats out there, we'll be right back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
In the barracks where the madness breeds, a soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army top of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W.T.F, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army top of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W.T.F, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerged straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W.T.F, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wildlings roam, every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange, Army W.T.F, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army W.T.F every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
To use this track now for Emma. Appreciate it. Rolling out the center stage right now is Ice. Hailing from deep within the basement of the Pentagon. Make sure you tip your servers. Anywho, welcome back to the last half of Sergeant's Time. Any stories on any specific duty stations, Jacob? We just talked about the. What do we talk? What do you mean? We just talked about Fort Cav and the two fires that were affected, that are affecting Army families. One that is affecting a storage facility for household goods, and the other is a apartment complex fire to which AER is providing assistance up to $1,000 in grants. Make sure you go on to the AER site to check it out. There we go. That's those two stories right there that we just covered. So. I want a good U.S. Army propaganda movie. I remember going outside with Kurt Russell. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, all about the propaganda. Hell yeah. Send the propaganda. We need some patriot. Hey, man, the Sergeant's Time intro, the second edition that you guys always see at the beginning, at the end of this pod, was provided by our soldiers, the WTF Nation. Everybody assisted. We had a little, it was cool. We had a little huddle. Sat down. All right, guys, you provided. Let's do a little creative meeting. What do you want to do? I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Here's the music that we're going to be using. Give me some ideas. And then, man, the kids, the troops, your soldiers at the U.S. Army, out there, just all the U.S. What was the public affair guys? It's really what the public affair kids, and also some of the amateur photographers and videographers that assisted in the second edition of. The Sergeant's Time intro, which needed to be revamped anyways. So I'm sure we're going to do some other intros as well. We're going to have another, I wouldn't say a contest, but another calling out, hey, call for media, and we'll have another media meeting for however we want to. That's a good idea, Insomniac. Maybe we should do some WTF Nation propaganda videos. U.S. Army WTF Moments propaganda. I just like to say the word propaganda. That's what propaganda. Propaganda. Or propagander. The propagander is a, gander of what? Geese with top hats and monocles. Yes, indeed. Indubitably. So, all right. So on the topic of, hey, Jacob, I hope that answers your question. On the topic of decommissioning, a very, very important portal that the Army, that the community, well, hell, everybody. The Navy just had a propaganda movie a few years ago with Top Gun. When's your turn? Oh, right in the mouth, right in the teeth, Pip. Why do you got to bring up some bad memories? Oh, man, you get me all. I'm getting heated now. Gotta fan myself with my AER propaganda. Make sure you donate to AER. Dude, Okay. Do I want to go into the story about Top Gun and WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, or do you want to save that story for later? Don't get me started, Pip. Well, you just had to touch the nerve. But anyways, going back to what I was saying about the decommissioning and sunsetting. So we talked about the TRICARE Patient Portal. Again, make sure you download the shit. Make sure you click on the link that was in the comments at both Facebook pages and the YouTube pages. So now there's another Army. I don't. Nobody wants to join the Chair Force. You know, if the Chair Force had some good videos and some good moto vids, I'm pretty sure people would want to join the Chair Force. I'm just saying. People breaking balls about the Chair Force. Shit. So, effective the 31st of March, 2025. I'm gonna say, man, the Chair Force has got some bad moto videos though. When you see their jet fighter stuff moving around and all that shit, dude, it makes me hyped up just to load ammo and you see C-130s and AC-130 gunships and paratroopers flying out. The Air Force puts the air in airborne. Now, so on to the discussion. 31st of March will be the sunsetting of milSuite. Get the milSuite. Everybody knows it's where you can go on the S1net and get all your information. I'm going to tell you what right now. This is that we are, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know who we need to talk to. I don't know who we need to Doge. Did Doge have something to do with this? I don't fucking know. What I'm saying is like, hey, our institutional knowledge is fucking, I'm just surprised at it going away and the Army's being cool with it. With sunsetting milSuite. This is a self-inflicted gunshot wound, man. A lot of information that was posted on milSuite. So now all the hot news that we got posting from promotions and shit like that, because a lot of it's been changed as well. And I'm gonna tell you what. There is an individual who runs it, Jerry Dillard, the boss. And I'm gonna tell you what. Somebody sent us a comment saying that I retired in November. And one of the emails I sent to Mr. Dillard, during 25 years of service, I learned more about updated regs and changes from Jerry's updates than anywhere else. The most dedicated retired CW5 would send emails out on Christmas. Hopefully a new platform stands up where people can get their information. Another comment that we got. Jerry Dillard needs a medal for all the time he saved us with counseling templates and the S1net emails. Jerry Dillard's probably the only one who can consistently put out an email with 5 bullet points. That's a good point. That is a good point. Jerry Dillard, man, we need you to hit the inbox and say, hey, man, you need to come on and talk about milSuite and ask us what's going on, man. We need to ask you what's going on, not ask us. But there's another comment too. There goes the one tool, the one useful tool to keep S1s from being totally worthless. I'm going to tell you what, my time in and all that, using milSuite and S1net, getting access to it, getting all the information from that. This is like AKL going away. What is it with the Army shooting themselves in the foot with doing this? It really is. Somebody said, "Well, damn, that's one of the only mill sites that's actually useful." We keep there's another comment here. We keep DTS, ATARS, IPSA, DTMS, but sunset milSuite. This is worse than the 17th iteration rollout of the ACFT. In Jerry, we trust. Blessed be to Jerry. Salute to Jerry. What's going to happen to you, Jerry? We need an update. I'll say it. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. The HR community is going to be heavily impacted. And people don't even realize it. A lot of the use of milSuite, I mean, the active duty component takes advantage or doesn't realize, is it privilege? Or does it take advantage of it or doesn't understand the privilege it has? That the advantage that that it's just like something we take for granted on the active side. But the U.S., the National Guard and the Army Reserve live on this fucking site. A lot of great information that has come out, and everyone's saying, and we concur, Mr. Dillard is like the boss of this right here. Man, he should get a Congressional Gold Medal of Freedom. That's what he should get. Or put him on another program to fix it. ATCT, ACTIS, ATCTS is getting scrapped as well. That was a system that tracked your cyber awareness training and similar search for network access. Exactly. And it all tied into that too. I remember that. So all your cyber awareness stuff. Yeah. What is that? Oh, yes, it's the main page. It was the other tab. I'm sorry. I'm glossing over my tabs. So this is going to go away 31 March. So if there's anything that you need to grab from your files and stuff, anything that you normally use S1Net for, any documents you want to grab, then grab it from there. Sad to say, though. It is sad. Yeah, it is. It's sad to see. Which reminds me, you're talking about the awareness stuff. Look, now everybody's heated about the new administration, whether you voted for them or not. But just like I said before, and I did say this before, that everybody who's looking out, meaning to slam somebody from the past administration for posting in uniform, for posting whatever, and everyone got drummed out or people got counseled or individuals got their asses chewed out or called out. It's happening again. And I've said this, man, how long have I been doing this? Shit, I've been doing this for a minute. Yeah, almost 9 years. Damn. 9 years I'm almost doing this shit. Because I was 1 year after the birthday of, like its first birthday when I joined W.T.F. Nation Radio. So, yeah, almost 9 years in doing this. And I've always said this. Maintain your professionalism. Maintain yourself in uniform while you're posting on social media. Because no matter who's in office, the pendulum will swing either way to who you have voted for or not voted for. And, of course, anybody who says anything to the other, of course, will be somebody's attacking the troops. This administration's attacking the troops. This administration don't care about the troops. This administration doesn't care about vets. This administration... I'm going to tell you what. In my experience, from what we've seen, and everybody else who's been following U.S. Army WTF, they don't give a fuck about you to begin with. At all. So I'm going to post this again. This is going to get posted on U.S. Army WTF Moments as well on the main page. As a reminder, guys, gals, peeps, friends. This was sent out February 19th. Political activities by, and I'll just go to the third paragraph right there. Let's just scroll down here. Well, a second one. Given the intense focus of recent changes within the department. Yeah, I think the pendulum broke off and impaled somebody's mom. I think that's a good point there, Keith. I think the pendulum broke off and is still flying somewhere. It's still flying in the air, about ready to land on somebody. We just don't know where it's going to land. So look at that second paragraph. Oh, here, let me highlight it a little bit more for you guys can see. So everyone's going to be like, oh, I don't even know what that says. There you go. Given the intense focus on recent changes within the department, maintaining public trust is more important than ever. As such, reading this for the individuals who are probably driving that can't see what I'm posting, it is critical that service members understand their responsibilities and always conduct themselves in a manner that will not impair military readiness, degrade the ability of commanders to efficiently execute their mission, or otherwise adversely impact good order and discipline. Now, for all you fucking haters out there of U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio and other meme-themed pages that have emerged in its time since we've been around, they're talking about you. Remember, they used you for what they needed you for, and now they're going to come out. They're going to come after you and put you on a list or say you're an insider threat because of it. So be careful out there. What you post in uniform, what you say in uniform. I guarantee it, it's going to bite you in the ass. Now everyone's celebrating. Oh, finally, we're going to get people to stop posting shit and stop throwing out fucking bullshit takes or blah 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 blah. And I said this to somebody today on social media. The genie is out of the bottle. You should have fucking thought about that when social media came out to begin with, or when it became more prevalent in its messaging purposes to military audiences. Because at this point now, oh man, good luck. Good luck. A word of advice to everybody, anybody and everybody who sends content to any meme pages, not just us at the WTF Nation, but any meme page. I would suggest you maintain your anonymity and don't be bragging that, oh, look at that. Yeah, man, don't go to your phone, because it happens. We see the kids. Oh, yeah, look at, man, I posted something to WTF Moments. You got haters too. And someone's going to say, oh, did you really post that? We still have commanders to this day asking us, who sent you that? Who sent you this? Who sent you that? Pip said, when I comment on someone's cringe video and they're talking about it in uniform, I always tell them that they better read the regulations for online policies, and they always tell me to shut the fuck up or tell me that it doesn't pertain to what they're saying. Bitches be getting bold. Bitches in reference, of course, as a general, can I say, is a gender neutral comment? Because I say, hey, dude, hey, man, what's up? I use that gender neutral. Well, you can say bitches like I am bitches. Like, so when someone says bitches be like this, and I say I am bitches. So again, that DODI is what they're gonna nail you on. 1344.10, political activities of members of the armed forces, and they're gonna go right through all. You're gonna say something wrong that they didn't give a fuck about it last time, but we're okay with you saying it before. But now you're going to think you're going to be bold enough to talk shit about it now, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to use Article 88 of the UCMJ, which is contemptuous words by commissioned officers against certain officials. Oh, well, shit. It just says officers, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. Article 134, Article 92. Disorders and neglects to the prejudice of good order and discipline. They could use that blanket statement on you. We fucking saw this. Oh, man, this is... Individuals that posted against the current administration when he... Well, let me take back. Anybody who posted against this president when he was the president before, in his first term, everyone said, ha, 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 no big deal, blah, 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 blah. And leaders weren't even holding anybody to the standard. Then the Biden administration came in, and of course everyone was doing screenshots and whatever, and people in uniform. I'm a general neutral, I guess you say, shit talker and shit poster on somebody who posts anything in uniform. I don't like it. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like the use of the uniform for something like that, because it's almost like you're trying to get some clout or something like that. Unless you're like promoting somebody or whatever. Can we have the cringe deepfake stories taken offline? I think they do more damage to recruiting, like a fake soldier coming back home. Yeah. See, we can't do that either, because we don't know if those individuals are involved. So let me what I'm reading from here. I'm gonna tell you guys this again. They're going to fucking hammer you, because the shit that you thought you could get away with, shit talking somebody else, which you should have been busted to begin with. And I said this again. Genie's out of the bottle. But what about my freedom of speech? What about my... There we go. Let me highlight that paragraph for you again. Article. There we go. No, I can't. I didn't select that because I'm just looking at the image right here. So more generally, I'm going to see this third paragraph. More generally, the Uniform Code of Military Justice prohibits certain types of speech. Article 88. Contemptuous words of commissioned officers against certain officials. Article 92, failure to obey order or regulation. Article 133, conduct unbecoming. Article 134, disorders and neglects of prejudice to good order and discipline. Together, these policies and laws define the explicit limitations on service member speech. However, they are unable to account for every potential situation that may negatively impact the DoD mission or may be contrary to the apolitical norms of military service, such as a service member, public communications, those occurring in public forum, such as social media, and they take a personal capacity but are inextricably linked to their military service position due to content. You can tell they take fake uniforms when they're not. What happened? Oh wait, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Am I bleeding blank? Am I gone? Did something happen? Oh, hang on. I think are we getting zucked? Hang on. Am I alive? Let's see. No, I'm still alive on this by something's happening. Let's see. Man, talking about somebody, and I got all of a sudden, am I getting the zucketh? The Zuck man cometh. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hang on, let me do a reset right here on some things here to get everybody back online. There we go. We should be a 5x5 on the chats. Double check again. Yeah, we're still live on the main. Yep. Yep, everything's okay. You guys see that glitch? Yeah. YouTube good to go. Red 5 standing by. Gold Leader standing by. YouTube standing by. Twitter standing by. I'm Schrodinger's ice. Is that Schrodinger's ice? Schrodinger's ice. So, all the fake soldier stories. Well, yeah, I'm being watched. And exactly that. You ain't lying, Susan. I am being watched. They're getting ready to torture you. Keith is like, they're getting ready to torture. So I'm saying, freedom of speech, just don't do your uniform. That's a simple request. It's easy to do. So let's go back. Let's go back to the, I'm sorry for my window glitch in there. So again, and now we've said this before, stitch coming. And next thing you know, you see somebody posting in their uniforms and all this other stuff. Apolitical, what's going to be considered. So I'm going to say this. Yep. Yes, sir. We said this was going to happen. We said the pendulum was going to swing back. All you big bad people just like to talk shit. Attica. Yeah, they tried. Yeah, they tried before. Yep, Pip, you're correct. They have tried. They've tried every single thing and to do it. So, let me go to page 2. Accordingly, I request the secretaries of the military departments to promptly provide guidance, which we've not gotten yet. We ain't got no guidance yet. But I'm pretty sure it'll be sent out in an Alarak or a MIPR as opposed to a statement, right? No pun intended. No full pun intended. Reminding all service members of relevant departmental policies that govern the expression of their own political opinions with the traditions of norms of military service. Man, it almost feels like we're going back old school. This guidance should advise service members to thoughtfully consider how they exercise those rights to ensure their private conduct will not interfere or prevent the orderly accomplishment of the critical DoD mission, particularly an encouragement to refrain from media engagement in matters of the U.S. government, department policy during this transition period. This guidance should also highlight individual responsibility and grade increase. The lines between personal and professional opinions become more difficult to some circumstances and may be impossible to draw. Right there, I'm going to tell you where this right here. Let me give you some senior NCO advice. That last paragraph right there, those last few sentences, is going to be what they're going to use to write your ass up because you didn't post a uniform. Again, I've always said, don't fucking post a uniform. I'm not talking about organizations that are posting shit like, unit events, like training or something like that. But when someone goes, they're walking around with no headgear on, I think this is bullshit. This is happening. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. And actually, That right there, the middle sentence. This guidance should advise service members to thoughtfully consider how they exercise those rights to ensure their private conduct will not interfere with or prevent the orderly accomplishment. There we go. That's going to be the blurb to slam your ass. Y'all notice. You, Sergeant so-and-so, did not ensure that your private conduct did not interfere or prevent the orderly accomplishment of the critical DoD mission, particularly an encouragement to refrain from media engagement in matters of the U.S. government and department policy during the transition period or currently in your career state as a leader. That's how they're going to get you. This is why, when I was still in, I never showed my face on air. That's right. That's right. They even tried to hit up some poor dude stationed in D.C. who was narrating Mattis's and Donald Trump's first term, that they were trying to nail this one poor guy, saying that it was me. I literally had to go on there and say, no, it was not. That's not him. That's not me. Even though he sounds like me, and I'm like, holy shit, that does sound like me. And I always joke around with people that say, yep, I was there. That was me. And they're like, oh my God. But then I realized that this NCO was going to get destroyed. So I just kind of like, no, that's not me. Leave him alone. So what was really funny, I can say this now. What was really funny is walking into a team room or walking into an office and hearing my voice on the podcast that they've heard and they were watching. I just walked by the office real quick. I didn't bother to do a voice sync or nothing. I had a couple soldiers that were like, hey, you sound like that guy, Ice. Except he's funnier. Oh, really? Yeah, thanks. I sound like Ice. Okay, got it. No more funny videos from TRADOC. See, that's the thing. I think soldiers should be able to, be able to release some steam. So, again, I'm just saying, man. Careful out there. Be so careful. No more funny videos. Yes, well, exactly that. I'm at work and I'm not supposed to be funny. Yeah. No, yeah. I literally had a couple soldiers. You sound like that guy, Ice. But he's funnier for Sergeant. What? So 2 more stories. This one right here is kind of, this right here is kind of like, huh? What? What in qualification? We're talking about social media use. We're talking about use of social media, yada, yada, yada. And today, we're talking about sunsetting accounts. We're talking about sunsetting social media accounts. The Sergeant Major of the Army. The Sergeant Major of the Army is going to be sunsetting his account. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set up the vid here, and that way I'll let the SMA explain it himself to us on what his plans are for his future social media use. You guys take it for what. I'll just let you guys listen and I'll let you guys have your own opinion. How about that? Deal? Deal. All right.
Hey team, SMA Weimer here. I wanted you to hear it from me. We're pulling down the Office of the Sergeant Major of the Army social media pages, and we're going all in on the Army's social media pages. Everything that this office does is in support of the Army, and the way we communicate should reflect that. It's not about the name tape. It's not about SMA Weimer. It's not about the individual. It's all about the Army. So this week, we're reorienting and we're moving in a new direction. We're going to continue to highlight warfighting readiness and lethality through the Army's platforms. So keep it up, stay laser focused, and remember, we are responsible for a warfighting culture. Hey team, SMA Weimer here.
And one more time.
I want you to hear it from me. We're pulling down the Office of the Sergeant Major of the Army social media pages, and we're going all in on the Army's social media pages. Everything that this office does is in support of the Army, and the way we communicate should reflect that. It's not about the name tape. It's not about SMA Weimer. It's not about the individual. It's all about the Army. So this week, we're reorienting and we're moving in a new direction. We're going to continue to highlight warfighting readiness and lethality through the Army's platforms. So keep it up, stay laser focused, and remember, we are responsible for a warfighting culture.
All right, there you go. That's it. That was the... So what do y'all think? Do you think that that's good? Does that set a precedent to somebody? Does that... Tell me your comments. What do y'all think? It's about someone wanting to micromanage all over comms and let the DUI guy give his dumb video updates. Huh? What? What? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking about the SecDev. Okay, gotcha. They need to sunset Cav and Airborne. Do they even do anything anymore? Ooh, damn. Okay, now I can see his point. I can see what the SMA is saying. I personally think I personally think that it's a bad idea to have the face of the enlisted force for the Army not be having his own account, just like you would see the Chief of Staff of the Army, not how you would see, the Secretary of the Army. He's going to be funneling it through one. I get the one voice thing. I really do. I do get the one voice thing. However, I think that being the enlisted face for the Army, I think that should be, he should have his own account. That's what I think. I think I would use that opinion. In my most humble opinion. Again, even the main page is like, this is a bad idea. Kind of need the force out there to see what they're coming on, whatever. Now the whole other thing is, I think Keith, I think Pip is being sarcastic. Is the one voice to the Army. Okay, so if you're going to migrate your persona to the Army's account or through the Army, then be out there with the Army. Be out there showing your face for the Army. Let the Army see you be the SMA. I'm just saying. It's former comms guy, still doing sort of kind of comms, I guess you would say. I still advise and talk and discussing public communications and advertising to marketing. I'm just saying, if you're going to be out there using the Army platforms then as one voice, then be out there in the Army, showing yourself more in the Army platform. I also felt that, if you're going to be sunsetting, I made a comment. I said, the Army's going to go dark. His account's going to go dark. And I said, okay, well, you can't go dark if you were never there to begin with. I'm going to quote a Coast Guard admiral that was talking about posturing up in the Arctic against Russian interference and the security of the Arctic region and the importance of having our forces up there in Alaska. And he said, and I quote, "Presence is influence." So if you're not going to be present on your Sergeant Major of the Army account, then let's see you on the Army account. The sentiment of the inbox, what we've been told, one soldier said, we only see the SMA on podcasts and memes. And that's what we got in the inbox. Because we posted, what got that was we posted the picture of him in the SMA in the beard. And we post SMA doing, when Viva La Vargas does his videos. But we posted the beard pic and everyone kind of thought it was funny. And then a soldier jumped in the inbox and said, a junior NCO, and he said, is he allowing beards? Does he have beards? Which is sometimes the effect of U.S. Army W.T.F. moments. People don't know how to take our posts sometimes. They look at a meme and they think it's disrespectful when it's just a meme. If you look at other pages that have far, far worse memes out there, that are funny as well. But anyways, presence is influence. Your presence should not be seen as a meme or on a podcast. So if you're going to shutter your account, then go ahead and, have your persona or present a greater persona on the other account. That's just me. So Susan says we didn't start the fire. Okay. What was something? Oh, yeah. Yep. Hang on. I'm gonna get my notes. Let me get my notes. Two more things, and then we'll park it. I gotta look at it real quick, just to double check I'm straight. Okay. We posted a story. We posted an update. We broke some news at U.S. Army WTF Moments. We broke the story of a Black Hawk helicopter that crashed. Hey, what's up, Wayne? You got those I got those Marble 25s and 79 that you asked for. U.S. Army WTF Moments, we posted an image of a UH-60 Black Hawk that crashed with no fatalities in Honduras. I'm going to say, the aviation admins everyone is in awe at the fact that there was no fatalities in this. And also there's more details that are coming out that everyone has said that any landing you could walk away from is a good landing. And I'm going to tell you what, looking at that damaged aircraft and looking at the there's other videos out there in Latin America, South America, Facebook pages and stuff like that. We're just not gonna. We have more details, but we're gonna update you guys on what happened as soon as we get the information. There's only been one outlet that we've seen so far, and this is just right before I went on the podcast. So if anybody's posted something, I apologize if I didn't know. I apologize that I didn't know. And this is something that I saw. I think the Stars and Stripes were the only ones that we saw that talked about this aircraft that went down in Honduras, which with all the fucking drama that happened with the last aircraft mishap in DC with the Black Hawk, then immediately I would have expected to see somebody come down and wanting to know the details of this aircraft accident. Or mishap, I should say. Aviation uses the term mishap. So I don't get it. This was posted yesterday. What time was this posted? It was just posted yesterday at 14:39 Eastern Standard Time, I think is what it was posted. I'm trying to reverse the hours and stuff. But the Stars and Stripes seems like the only one that's picked it up. Like when it broke, like literally, we posted it. We're like, okay, cool. All right. Well, fucking everyone's okay, right? Okay. Everyone's good to go. Because we all know the standard veteran dark humor is that it's like when you fall, you break your leg or hey, are you okay? Yeah. And then we laugh. And so now it's okay. We can make the, you can't park there jokes. But thankfully, oh my God, the crew is so lucky. Just getting some of the details of it. Holy shit. Divine intervention, friggin', whatever deity you believe in. The fact that there were no fatalities in this is just simply amazing. The crew, I would say, a shout out to that pilot, the pilots and the crew, to keep that aircraft up like that and intact as much as they can. Again, only covered it Stars and Stripes and us, and that was as of yesterday. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something will come out later with other mill media outlets, and then that'll be it. I guess we'll find out what happened. But we just found it odd that everybody was going absolute ape shit over the aircraft mishap in DC, but are now fucking quiet on this one. It wasn't reserved for Valhalla. Yeah, like I said, the crew's okay, so I guess you can kind of make some dark jokes about it. So the last thing. When I saw this, it broke my heart. It literally just kind of like, what the fuck, man? There's some times where we see some things that literally go, fuck, that just chaps my ass, man. That really just chaps my ass. A couple days ago, a soldier, a veteran, went and visited the gravesite of Sergeant First Class Alwyn Cash. And everybody knows that Alwyn Cash was awarded the Medal of Honor, which was upgraded from a Silver Star for his actions that he in the battle in the battle that he was involved in Operation Iraqi Freedom. This is what his headstone looks like right now. This is directly from the inbox, by the way. It needs to get fucking fixed, like ASAP. A Medal of Honor recipient should get his proper respect, and that headstone needs to get fixed as of I don't know when it was awarded to him. So this is going to be a follow-up story. I'm tracking this now, and I will be personally finding out. I'll be doing some of my own investigative digging to find out what is going on with this headstone and why does it still say Silver Star for a Medal of Honor recipient. And you guys know that we teamed up with the veteran community. We teamed up with congressional leaders. We teamed up with other veteran outlets. We teamed up with Stocking Mill Coffee to do a promotional and not a promotional, but a lobbying campaign to have his award upgraded. So we'd like to know, and this, again, the source says that it was just a couple days ago that he visited the grave of Sergeant First Class Alwyn Cash, Medal of Honor recipient. Yeah, exactly, Keith. Where can I direct my pitchfork? Sharpen them tongs, baby. Let's go. So again, I'll be following up, and I will find out what's going on, and I will be asking some friends for some assistance as well to dig up the info on why, because I'm pretty sure there has to be, and again, I'm going to be the benefit of the doubt on this one. There has to be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of snag somewhere. But it's been, what, 4 fucking years since it was upgraded to the Congressional Medal of Honor? Or the Medal of Honor, I should say. Post if we need, yeah, it's gonna get posted. By the way, yeah, this is gonna get posted on all the platforms, on the Facebook page. And I just figured doing it live right now, all the platforms are seeing it right now, but it's going to be a static post, an image post. We're not even going to put a watermark on it. We're just going to post the image, because I think putting a watermark on a grave headstone's kind of, it's a little bit of the disrespectful side to me. So it's going to get posted up on as a static post, an image post on Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. But I wanted to get it covered now while we were on air on 5 platforms, so that way y'all could see it. So with that, I think that's it. I think or Spanky, Spanky's doing Spanky things. There you go. How about that? Catch me outside. Now Spanky's got stuff going on, and so she's busy and all that. And rather than her have to jump through her ass to get on the show, I was like, don't sweat it. Just fucking get back on. And she's the one that Spanky is also the one that passes me the notes. So a lot of the story content that you saw today was also some work of Spanky does, because Spanky does wanted me to keep on track and not go off on tangents. So that way I can maintain the apolitical nature of this specific one right here. If you want a shit post to talk about politics and stuff like that, we can always go to the Monday edition and all that, or the smoke pit. So this is Sergeant's Time. Myself and Spanky. Do we have an FTX tomorrow? Matter of fact, let me look. Let me check it out. Check. Let me check. Do we have? I don't think we do. I think we have a bye week. I think we got a bye week on FTX. I'm just. Hang on. Let me go pew pew. Let me find out. Yeah, so they had FTX. They had FTX on. Yeah, so this will be a bye week. So there will be no FTX on Friday. So more than likely, you'll probably catch U.S. Space Force WTF moments being shared tomorrow for FTX. And then, of course, a Saturday is weekend co-ops with Nemo and the crew over at. Well, man, he talks. If not, too short notice to get everybody all together, man. If too short notice. Weekend co-ops with Nemo. He usually games with either Valor Gaming, Stack Up, WTF Nation Gaming, and I'm just trying to think. He's got some other gamers too that he's gamed with too, like individual streamers as well. So he does a Saturday, of course, and then Sunday. What do you hear? What do you say with the actual King Smith and the coach? It is the sports bar to bring a unique perspective on sports news stories. I hope they talk about the Raiders. I hope you guys talk about the Raiders. Raiders. And then, of course, Monday edition with myself and Massey. That's the news, commentary, and discussion. Pop Culture Warrior with Michael Cotasquillo, also known as CQ, the Pop Culture Warrior, with his mad staff of Angry Elf and Mad Mike. The Sorents over at, it was good to see TZ last night on a smoke pit. TZ and Radar. And then, of course, moi, yours truly, and Spanky on Sergeant's Time. Share, like, and follow. We are on 5 different platforms streaming live. So we're on 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We're on 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And we are on X at WTF Nation Radio, streaming live. So all the stories we talk tonight, we will provide updates. Wayne, go Chiefs. Yeah, go Chiefs. They goed pretty good this at the Super Bowl. No, we'll say that. They're a good team. I'm just saying they're a good team. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but they're a good team. They are a good team. There, you had me say it, Baconator. See, I said it. They are a good team. We try to broadcast around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 8 o'clock. Sometimes we do a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later, sometimes with breaking news and updates. But we try to start at 8 o'clock, so we try to give you at least a good discussion and all that. Don't diss the followership, because every time we end the stream, we'll be, you only got like 5 people watching. We end up looking at the books, and we end up seeing 4,000 or 5,000 people have watched. But they, for some reason, I don't know why the Facebook counter shows just a little bit. PSYOP. Also, speaking about the Facebooks, Facebook Live will soon be deleting live video. So every single live that you've seen on this platform at U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio, Facebook only, will be deleting after 30 days past the stream. So 30 days from now, once it comes into effect, that this live stream will go away. It will not affect Reels, nor will it affect normal static videos to post. Only the lives. However, you can go on our YouTube page at WTF Nation Radio and watch every single video we've ever posted dating all the way back. I think YouTube's a better archive anyways. Also, it's a better app to use as opposed to using Facebook. So yeah, so don't sweat it. All the old lives, all the old guests that we used to have, all the old everybody, then they're all on YouTube. So don't panic. If you're a guest that came on, they wanted to talk about your first show that you listened to us back when you were a wee small t-shirt or coffee company that are now have gotten large, and you wanted to talk about the show that you were on long time ago, just go to our YouTube page at YouTube US Army at WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio will have your video. So with that, anything got anything for me? You got anything for me? Hey, you guys. How about you guys over there in the front? You good? You good? I see a little peanut gallery right there. My little freaking. No? All right. You have a good night. See ya. Shots. Oh, wait. See ya. Hang 10. See ya. Like that. People would be like, oh, he's doing devil worshiping. All right. Y'all take it easy. Shouts.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
When the madness reigns, officers orders driving us insane. ATF 0 dark 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. W.T.F moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Running marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand alive. Homecoming's bittersweet, memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the Army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our zen. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the Army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.